If you're a big Novak Djokovic fan, you might have seen the little patch he wears on his chest.
All right, bring it.
That company is called Taupat. The technology behind this is actually genius. It's nanotechnology that uses your body heat to stimulate your central nervous system.
It's been brought in really badly today. All right, let's check out Taupatch. First, we go to their website and find that they claim they are FDA approved. So strike one, because when you click through, not surprisingly, they're not FDA approved because it's registered as a Class 1 medical device, which is exempt from FDA approval. But you know what? They cite a whole bunch of science and research. So let's take a look at some of these peer-reviewed research articles and see what the data actually says. First up, a research study where they placed the patch on MS patients. Those patients then engaged in 10 minutes of Motomed, 10 minutes of human TACAR proprioceptive path exercises, 15 minutes of physical exercise, and 15 minutes of massage therapy of the spine. And the research found that after doing all of that activity, the patients had a significant improvement in a number of important measures. So what do you, the viewer, make of this? That after an hour of physical therapy while wearing a patch, patients significantly improved. If you concluded that this means Taupatch clearly improves the health of MS patients, then you're at least in line with the authors. And no, that's really the whole study. There's no control group. But Dr. Josh, you say they must have done some studies with control groups, and you're right. Let's take a look at one of those as well. In another study, they actually did a double-blind test where they put sham patch and their Taupatch on different individuals to see how it would affect certain measures, including sway area with eyes open versus closed, sort of how much you move around when you're trying to stand still. And their data actually found nothing, that their patch didn't do anything significant between before and after wearing the patch. But rather than admit that, they did something inappropriate with their data. They did a form of data mining where they just started comparing variables to each other that aren't comparable until they could find something they could claim was significant. In this case, they compared the end sway area of each group to each other, look at this graph here, and said those were significantly different, not taking into account their original sway area. To give you an analogy, it would be like if you were comparing the speed of runners and you accidentally had one group that was just faster than another, and then at the very end you said, well, after my special medicine, the faster group was faster than the slower group, instead of are they faster than they were beforehand. So Taupatch is actually a great example of something that they admit is placebo if you really look at the data that they themselves have published. And honestly, I don't mind placebo. I think it's great, but at $300 a box, you've crossed a line.